Hello, everyone, and welcome back to class. My name is Audrey, and today we'll be doing a vocab lesson on verbs. Okay, so in just a moment, I'll get the presentation up on the screen. Let me give you a link there in the chat so you can see our lesson for today, and we will get started shortly. Hello, Giovanni, welcome to the class.
Thank you. Hello to you. I'm fine, thanks.
Excellent. Nice to have you. We also have Andrew. Welcome back.
Hey.
I apologize for all the technical problems. Maybe they ran you away.
Maybe.
But nice to have you again in class. Okay, so let me grab this presentation. I apologize. Give me just a second. Okay, here we go. So we're going to be looking at verbs today. And I'm sure some of them you've seen before, others maybe not, but we'll look at the context to try and figure them out. So here is our link, and let me put it up for you if I can. Okay, and we have Paulina. Welcome, Paulina. How are you?
Hello, I'm Paulina. I'm fine. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. And where are you from?
I'm from Russia.
Excellent. Okay. We also have Vicente. How are you, Vicente? Are you with us? You might need to unmute your microphone. We'll come back to you in a moment. And we have Leon joining us.
Okay. Sorry. Hello.
Oh, there you are. Hi,
Hello.
Welcome to the class.
Hello, thank you. I'm okay.
Che Guevara.
Great. And where are you from?
I'm from Brazil.
Hasta la vittoria siempre.
Sí, hasta la vista. ¿Cómo está?
Very good. So it looks like you guys know each other, maybe. Okay, so we'll go ahead and get started with the lesson. Again, it is a vocab lesson, and we're looking at the context clues to find the meaning. So if you have seen some of these words, then you can tell us your own definition of how to use them. Otherwise, use the context clues to kind of help you out. Okay, there's a lot of echo, so I'm going to mute you, the new student who just came in, but we'll come back to you. Okay, so Andrew, if you would read for us this word and the sentence that goes with it.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yes, now we can.
Okay. Chuckle. I couldn't help but chuckle when my friend said she was going to go to the moon.
Hi, welcome.
To chuckle it means to giggle, right?
Exactly. To chuckle or to giggle. And what does it mean to giggle?
To make fun of somebody, to laugh at somebody.
Right. Not always to laugh at somebody, but just to laugh slightly.
Yeah.
So you're not laughing hysterically, you're not laughing really loud, but just a small, light laugh to yourself, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, exactly.
Can I say something? Can I say something?
Sure.
Yes. This sentence is very interesting in terms of grammatics, because there are three interesting points. I mean, the first one is I couldn't help, okay? And generally speaking, after this expression, we have to use gerund, right? Am I right?
What do you mean?
You mean I couldn't help chuckling?
Yes, I couldn't help chuckling when my friend said he was going to the room. Am I right?
You can say it that way as well. So this is kind of an expression. I couldn't help but. A lot of times we use that. I couldn't help but chuckle. I couldn't help but leave, or something like that.
Yes. Another expression worthy of note is but, because but in this meaning, okay, express the idea that the only way that we can is that the only way to do is to laugh, is to chuckle by seeing this action, by seeing this statement. Am I right?
Right. Right. So that's an interesting point. This is kind of an expression that we use. I couldn't help but, and followed by a verb.
Yeah.
Okay, very good point.
But in this case, it's not a connector. But is just a sort of adverb. Am I right?
Right. It's not really connecting or working as a conjunction like it usually does.
Yeah.
So it's just used in a very specific way in this expression.
Yes.
Okay, but this is a very common expression. I couldn't help but do something. I couldn't help but go to work today, or something like that.
Okay.
Okay, excellent point. And at the end, of course, if you have any questions about the meaning of some of these words, please feel free to do so. Okay, let's go next to chastise. Giovanni, could you read this one for us?
Okay, to chastise. After the party, Margaret's mother chastised her for wearing such a short dress.
Okay, so to chastise. Do you know what this one means, Giovanni?
It's similar to the verb to scold.
Right, to scold. Okay, so Margaret's mother chastised her or scolded her. So it's kind of like a verbal punishment.
Yes.
Is it like reproach? Yeah.
What's that, Andrew?
Reproach.
Right, to reproach. Okay, to chastise, or to give a verbal punishment to somebody.
Okay.
Okay, and in the past tense, it should be chastised. Chastised.
Chastised. Okay.
Do you spell it in?
Sorry?
Chastise. Chastise.
In the past, how do you spell it?
What do you write it?
Can you see it on the presentation? On my screen?
No.
Okay, maybe let me see. Can you see the link in the chat? If you click on that link, you can see it in the presentation.
Okay.
Okay, to chastise or chastised. Okay?
Okay.
Leon, are you there? Okay, we'll go next to Paulina. Would you read this next one, to cherish?
To cherish. Rosa and her brother lived very far apart, so they cherished the time they spent together.
Okay, great. So have you seen this word before? What does it mean to cherish something?
I think cherish is like nurse.
Sorry?
Dental. It's like dental.
I can't understand very well. Your microphone is a little difficult to understand or to hear. Could you write it perhaps in the chat?
Okay.
Dundle? I haven't heard this word before. What do you mean by that?
Вот так. Сейчас. Dental.
Okay, and tell us what you mean by that. What is it? So in this case, they cherish the time they spent together. What does that mean?
I don't know.
Okay, no problem. Who can give Paulina a hand? What does it mean to cherish something?
To love something in a very deep way. Love.
Okay, yeah, to care
And
for.
in this case, it's similar to enjoy the time and spent together.
Right, right. So it could mean to love something very deeply or very dearly. And in this case, she loves the time they spent together. So she does
Yeah.
enjoy it, but she also
Yeah.
holds it very dear.
Okay.
Okay, excellent. So Paulina, you understand?
Yes, thanks.
Okay, great. Let's go next to coax. To coax. Vicente, would you read it for us?
Okay, Jose was afraid of heights, but Jonathan coaxed him into skydiving.
Okay, great. So it's Jose. Jose was afraid of heights, but Jonathan coaxed him into it. What do you think it means? Have you seen it before?
I don't know. Sorry, I don't know.
No problem. Let's see if we can use the example sentence to try and figure out the meaning. So Jonathan's friend, being afraid of heights, he didn't want to go skydiving, but Jonathan talked to him and coaxed him, and afterwards he went skydiving. Any ideas?
To convince, to persuade somebody to do something.
Right, exactly. Okay, so to coax is to persuade or to convince somebody. Okay? Is it clear, Vicente?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, very good. Next we have to commend. And welcome, Vincenzo. How are you today?
Mm-hmm. Me?
Vincenzo, next to you. I don't know if he's here. Are you there? Your microphone might be muted.
Yes, I'm here.
Excellent.
Okay,
Welcome to
now
the
I'm
class.
here. How are you? With me.
Great.
Yeah, thank you. But I'm going to your window. If it is possible to load it, you know, I'm always some problem about my connection. I'm trying to load your little window, but
If you
it
need to, you
doesn't work.
can. If you need to, you can click in the chat. There's a link to the presentation as well.
Yes, I know, yes, but it takes a lot of time. Well, perhaps it's for you to go on to go to.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, just let me know when you get your problem situated, and we'll come back to you.
Okay, sure.
Okay.
Okay.
So I have the student on the end. I can't read your name. How are you?
Hello.
Hi. How are you?
Hello.
Welcome to the class. Can you tell me your name?
My name is Mickey.
Okay, excellent. Welcome, Mickey. Would you like to read this slide to commend?
To command the president commanded the veteran for his dedicated service to his country. Where is it?
Okay, excellent. So he commended the veteran for his service. What does it mean to commend somebody?
I don't know how to describe in English.
That's okay. Try and think of the meaning and describe it for us, or to explain it to us. What does it mean in this case?
Maybe advice?
Not to advise.
To make an order, right?
To praise.
Right, to praise.
Pray.
Mhm. So the president commended the veteran or praised the veteran for his dedicated service. Okay? Exactly. So next, let's go to this one, to condone. And Andrew, would you read it for us?
To condone, teachers mustn't condone bullying in order to protect their students from its harmful effects.
So to condone, what do you think?
Condone means not to make something against the bullies.
Say it one more time.
Yes, of course.
To condone means to be away from bullies. It means like to do nothing or not to say something about it, or not to tell something to bullies to stop them from bullying, right?
Right, like you're thinking to just stand there and not tell anybody about it.
It's like to
Right.
be
So
neutral.
to condone, to condone would be to allow something.
Can I say to close eyes at something? No.
Yeah, the expression that we use sometimes is to turn a blind eye.
To turn a blind eye.
So they must not turn a blind eye at bullying. Okay, so to condone or to allow something. Was there a question or a comment?
I do like the expression to turn a blind eye. I do like it. It's very common in Italy. What's very common in Italy?
Oh, I see.
Audrey.
Politicians, maybe. Go ahead.
Audrey, the expression harmful. What's
Harmful.
Harmful
Effects. Right.
Fighting.
So something. Well, harmful just means something negative, something that causes harm on others. Okay,
excuse me, Audrey.
Students from it's harmful or from negative or things that cause harm to other people.
Okay. It's like fight themselves.
Like fighting? It could be fighting, if we're talking about bullying. But just something that's harmful is something that's negative to a person, something that causes pain or harm.
Okay, thanks a lot.
Vincenzo, did you have a question?
Yes, but countdown, is it not when you are counting down, when you start from 3, 1, 0, something like that?
That's a countdown, not condone. Countdown.
Countdown.
Ah, countdown. Okay.
Let me type that
because
in
I don't see the word.
In the chat, you can see countdown.
Can I help Vincenzo in this term? I mean, Vincenzo is Italian just like me, and this term is very common here, especially if you voted to the right party, you know. Because condone.
I see.
Yeah. Condom.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
So condone. You still can't see the presentation, Vincenzo?
Yes. I don't know.
That's okay. Well, the word that we're looking at is condone. I'll type it in the chat as well.
Okay.
Let's go next to confront. Giovanni, would you read it for us?
Yes,
Condone.
confront. Sheila was going to confront her roommate about the mess, but she decided to clean it instead. Okay, to confront. Okay. In my opinion, it means that you want a clarification. I want a dialogue. Am I right? Am I on the right direction?
Right. You said she wants a dialogue. She wants to start a discussion about something.
Yes.
Exactly.
Exactly. Okay.
Right. So to confront somebody means to approach them or to come to them with an issue.
Yeah.
So instead of confronting her roommate in this case, she just cleaned up the mess. She didn't want to start a discussion or to start an issue.
It's the same when there is mother-in-law in my house at home, and I don't want to confront with her. I don't want to confront her.
Right. Okay, so, and we call those dialogues, a lot of times they might be angry or negative. We call them confrontations.
Okay.
So a confrontation could be like an argument. But we can also have peaceful confrontations.
Okay, thank you.
Any questions about this one, to confront?
Confront.
I'll write that confrontation in the chat. Okay, let's go next to contemplate. Paulina, would you read it for us?
Contemplate.
I think you're muted, Paulina.
Sorry.
There you go.
To contemplate. When Richard gets angry, he usually goes outside to contemplate the situation in silence. Contemplate. I think it's like meditate.
Right.
Or, yes.
To meditate or to think about something
yes.
hard.
Think about this situation.
Exactly. So he goes outside to contemplate the situation or to meditate about it. Okay, perfect. Let's go next to cringe. Vicente, would you read it for us? Are you there? I think you're muted as well. You might need to click on that red microphone. There you are.
Okay. Sorry. I cringe at the thought of needles.
Okay, that last word is needles. Needles.
Needles. Okay. Needles. I don't know.
Cringe at the thought of needles. So what might somebody who's afraid of needles do when they think about needles?
I don't know what it means, cringe.
Okay, no problem. Does anybody have an idea? What does it mean to cringe at something?
I don't know.
Maybe it's like fear.
Yes, I know. Some women eat very well because it's very used by women.
Okay, so
in order to
if it's
chew.
used by women, then what does it mean?
It's used in order to sew something when you have to sew. Is it right?
When you have to sue, like suing a person?
when you have a button that you need to join to your shirt.
Sew.
Huh?
To sew something.
So yes, yeah, I don't to sew something. Yes, I don't pronounce in the right way. Pronounce it.
That's okay.
Okay.
But it doesn't have to do with sewing. To cringe is that reaction. Sorry.
Oh my God.
We'll mute you for now, Vincenzo. Your dogs are quite loud.
Excuse me.
No problem.
Excuse me.
To cringe is that reaction you get, a fearful reaction. Okay, so I cringe at the thought of needles, or I get very scared and uncomfortable when I think about needles.
It's clear now.
Mm-hmm. So it's that fearful physical reaction when you think of something you're scared of. So some people might cringe when they see a spider or when they see a snake.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I could faint in front of the thought of needles, for example. This is my cringe. Am I right?
Well, cringe is not to faint. It's not as extreme as that.
Yes, it's similar, yes. But just to express the idea.
Right, so something that you might faint at.
Yes, very interesting.
Okay, great. So cringe is that minor physical reaction when you get scared at something. So maybe you don't like blood and you see a lot of blood, you might cringe.
Bridge.
Okay. Questions there? Okay, next we have to decipher. Vincenzo, would you read it for us?
Decipher.
Oh, I'm not sure if you can you see the presentation yet, Vincenzo? Maybe not. We'll go to Mickey. Would you read it for us?
It.
Are you there, Mickey?
Almost impressive to decipher your handwriting when you write so quickly.
Okay, great. That word at the top was impossible. It's almost impossible. Okay, so what might it mean to decipher? To decipher your handwriting.
To make out all.
Sorry, can you say again, Mickey?
Decipher is like to understand what the person is writing.
Mm-hmm.
To recognize.
Right, so to understand something or maybe to decode something if it's in some kind of code that's hard to read, or maybe somebody's handwriting is so terrible it's like another language. It's hard to decipher or hard to understand.
Yeah.
Okay. Next we'll go to devour. Andrew, would you read it for us?
Okay, devour. I was so hungry, I devoured my dinner in 5 minutes. Devour, in this case, it means to swallow, right? Literally means to swallow.
Mm-hmm. Right, to swallow or to consume something very quickly. Mm-hmm. Right, so we can use it to swallow, or it could be a drink, type of food. Even maybe if you devoured your homework, maybe you didn't physically eat it, but you just went through it very quickly.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's go next to distort. Welcome, Fernando. Are you there? You might need to unmute your microphone. Okay, we'll go to Giovanni. Would you read this one to distort?
Okay. To distort the band in the mirror, distorted the reflection. In this case, I think it means to make crooked something.
And the word is crooked. Crooked.
Yeah, crooking. Yes. It means that in this case, the beam of light is not straight, but it's distorted. It means that it's crooked. Am I right?
Yeah. Right. So to distort could mean to bend or to make crooked.
Yes. Yes.
To change the shape of something.
Yeah.
Okay. Great. Next we have this one to downplay. John, welcome. Are you there, John?
Excuse me, teacher. What is bend?
To bend is like, let me see if I have something. Okay. To bend, if you have something that's pliable, this is to bend it. So this is also, we can say to distort the shape, to change the shape of something. Okay?
Okay.
Curva.
Right, you could say to curve something.
Yes.
Okay, so next we have downplay. And let's go to Paulina. Would you read it for us?
To downplay. William made a huge mistake on the job last night, but he tried to downplay it with his boss. Downplay, it's like play down.
Right, so he made a big mistake, but he tried to downplay it. So how could he downplay it? What does that mean in this case?
It's relieve or mitigate it.
Minimize the happened.
Perhaps to hide.
Right. So it could be to hide. To minimize is a good way to put it. To downplay or to minimize the effect. So even though he made a huge mistake, he's trying to downplay it, trying to make it seem less significant.
Okay.
Okay.
To reduce
Any questions there? Right, to reduce it or to reduce its appearance.
Yes.
Downplay.
Okay. Leon, are you there?
Yes.
I see you in the chat. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought there was a problem with your microphone, but it's good to see you in class.
Okay, I just got some problem with my camera.
No problem. Would you like to read for us the next word?
Oh my god.
Okay. To doze off. It was a constant struggle to not doze off during the 3-hour lecture.
Okay, great. So this is like a phrasal verb here. We have one phrasal verb, to doze off. And what do you think, Leon? What do you think it means?
To doze off, I think maybe it's kind of not waste time.
It could be a waste of time, but it's something more specific than that. So what does it mean to doze off? Imagine that you're in this 3-hour really boring lecture, and you're
like
trying not to doze off.
Oh, okay.
It's
Maybe
like
It's go to bed.
maybe not sleep.
Exactly. To doze off or to fall asleep.
Fall asleep.
Funny.
So it usually doesn't mean to go to bed, to get in your bed and go to sleep for the night, but it just means to accidentally fall asleep. Okay? So sometimes in class we can doze off or accidentally fall asleep.
Okay. you can resist to hear the lesson, to follow the lesson.
Right.
Okay.
Okay. I hope that one's clear. Any questions about that one?
That's all.
Oh, teacher, what's up?
Are you there, John?
Okay.
Excuse me, teacher. Okay.
No worries.
How are you? Can you hear me?
No?
No?
It's my first time that I listen to those off. Always I say sleep. I can't sleep. I don't know.
Right, and this one is more appropriate to say to doze off in situations where you accidentally fall asleep. So it's not, you're not dozing off when you go to bed and you're ready to sleep for the night. It's if you're in class or maybe at work and you accidentally fall asleep, you can say you dozed off.
Okay, thank you.
Doze off.
No problem. Okay, so now
Excuse
we're
me,
going
teacher.
to... Oh, go
Teacher,
ahead.
excuse me. Can you use another verb for struggle?
Right, struggle, or we could say fight.
Fight, yes, but in this case, it's not truly a truly fight. You know, it's something that a strength, like a strength.
Right, so it's not a physical fight, but you're fighting with yourself. You're struggling or fighting not to fall asleep.
It's very difficult to find another verb to say this. Okay. To struggle.
To doze off, okay.
Okay, so now we're going to go back and practice using the words in sentences. So we'll go through and start making other example sentences. Please, if you have any questions, this is the perfect time to ask them. But I hope that most of it is clear for you. So let's start with to chuckle. Vicente, would you give us an example? I apologize for the noise. Would you give us an example using to chuckle?
Chuckle. Chuckle. Another example
is a teeny smile.
For example, I could help but chuckle when my friend said Spanish win Brazil in the next play.
Excellent, excellent. And you're using that same expression that we have, I couldn't help but chuckle, which is a very useful expression, a very used expression. Okay, excellent example.
Chuckle. Chuckle.
Right, to chuckle, meaning to laugh lightly.
Okay.
Laugh light.
Okay, and let's go next to chastise, and we'll practice maybe asking questions to each other. So, Vincenzo, if you could ask somebody in the class a question using to chastise.
Chastise.
Are you with us, Vincenzo?
Yes, I'm from Margaret's mother. Chastise him for.
Maybe he's not with us. Mickey, are you there?
Yes.
Okay, great. Would you ask one of your classmates a question just to practice using this word in conversation, using to chastise? Are you there? Did you understand?
No, I don't understand.
Okay, so let me give you an example. I could say, When was the last time you chastised your daughter? To you, Mickey. So remember, what does it mean to chastise?
Chastise. Chastise.
Chastise.
Right.
Chastise when you
It's punish.
when
Punish it.
you when someone commits something wrong, something that you don't agree about.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So you punish them, and it's usually a verbal punishment. So you can scold them.
Punish. What did you say?
Scold. Let me type that.
Scold. Can you write it? Scold.
Sure. It's in the chat. To scold them.
Ah, scold.
Okay.
Scold.
Right.
So sorry, teacher. Another term to scold, similar to scold, is talking off.
To what?
Another word similar to scold, the verb to scold is talking off.
I think you mean to tell off. To tell off?
Yes, tell off. Yes, telling off. It's the same as scolding.
Right, to tell off. And usually to tell off has a lot of anger with it.
Okay.
So if you're very angry at somebody, you might tell them off.
Yeah.
Get very angry at them, yell at them.
Okay.
Okay, but let's see if we can get somebody to ask a question using to chastise. Maybe Andrew, would you like to ask somebody a question using to chastise?
Chastise.
Okay. Gavani, this is a question for you. When you were a child and you coming back home late, did your mom chastise you?
Who's the question for?
Giovanni.
Chastise.
Giovanni, can you hear me?
Is it for me?
Yes, Giovanni, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. Yeah.
This question is for you.
But I didn't understand the question.
Okay, I'm gonna repeat one more time.
Yeah.
When you were a child and you coming back home late, did your mom chastise you?
Yes, I got it. Yes, when I was younger, my mother used to chastise me for my being late. Am I right, teacher?
Right, excellent. Just in the past, we say your mother chastised.
Yes, chastise.
Okay, great, excellent. So that's what I want you to do. I want you to make a sentence, a question, asking one of your classmates using our vocab word. So this one is for you, Giovanni. Would you ask a question using to cherish?
Yes, I will ask Pauline this one. Okay, I have another question to Pauline. Paulina, are you there?
Yes, here.
Yeah, yes. Okay, I have a question for you besides this one. Are you an angel fallen on earth? No.
She's not taking it.
Okay, my question about Cherish is, which people do you cherish the most?
Okay.
I cherish kind people, responsible and independent people.
Okay.
Okay, excellent. So
Great.
to cherish, to love deeply.
Yeah.
Okay, next we have to coax. John, I'm not sure if you were here for this one. Do you know what it means to coax?
The coax is when I lie my friends, for example.
To lie to them?
Liar.
You could lie to them, but you don't have to lie to coax somebody. To coax just means to persuade. To persuade somebody into doing something.
Oh, in doze.
So maybe you want them to go somewhere with you, or you want them to do something, but they don't want to. You could lie to them, but to coax in general just means to persuade them to do something.
Okay.
Persuade.
Okay, right, to persuade, or to convince them to do something.
Is it regular?
Is it what?
Is it a regular verb or not?
Right, it is regular, so the past tense would just be coaxed.
Okay.
So, John, could you think of an example sentence using to coax? Are you still there, John?
Say me? Tell me?
Sure. Could you think of another example using the word to coax?
When I lie, my friend, for example, I am to coax if I to say anything that I know is true. No?
Well, it could be. So maybe if you're trying to convince him of something or persuade him, you might have to lie to persuade him. But
Yes.
it doesn't always mean to lie. So it just means to convince them. So you could just encourage them to do something. Okay? Okay, let's go next to commend. And Paulina, would you ask one of your classmates a question using this word to commend?
Recent. Did you commend somebody? Recent.
What? Sorry.
Did you commend somebody?
Yes, I commended my mother come with my CD the next weekends because I needed for help her.
Okay, very good.
Great answer, Vicente.
Yeah.
Excellent. So you commended her for coming because you could use her help.
Yeah.
Okay, great. So to commend, to praise. Let's go next to condone. And Vicente, would you give us, or would you ask somebody a question here?
Okay. Condone.
Right, this one is condone. And do you remember, Vicente, what it means to condone? Anybody help us out. What does it mean to condone?
Allow.
To give up on something, right?
To permit.
Right, to permit or to allow something.
Oh, Audrey, sorry, I got your question. What's the difference between to condone and to give up on?
Okay, to condone is to allow something to happen. So maybe you're allowing, in this case, you're allowing the bullying to happen. Or you might not condone talking in the class. So I don't condone talking, or I don't allow talking. Okay?
What about give up on?
To give up on would be like to lose hope for something or to quit something. So maybe I gave up on my brother. I lost hope in him. Or I gave up playing the piano. I quit or lost interest in playing the piano.
Okay, thank you for the explanation.
No problem.
Give up smoking.
Right.
No, give up on. That's a bit different phrasal verb. Give up and give up on.
Well, these ones you can use more or less interchangeably. To give up on, you would say to give up on cigarettes or to give up smoking.
I think it's better quit. I think it's better quit smoking.
Okay, but again, going back to condone, Vicente, would you give us an example sentence?
To condone.
Right, to condone.
I think, for example, Turkish peoples must condone to fight in the street.
Okay, yeah, could be. Hopefully they don't. But yeah, to condone or to allow something to happen.
Can I ask him if it is Turkish? Are you Turkish?
Me?
Yeah.
No, I'm Brazilian.
Oh yeah, samba.
Yeah.
Yes,
but I like very much. But I like very much Turkey.
Yes, we are really sad about this regrettable situation in Turkey.
Right.
Right.
Yes.
Okay. But
we will pray for them.
Yes, but very good. Next we have to confront. And Vincenzo, are you there?
Yeah. Yes, I'm here. I'll try.
Okay.
Okay.
So give us an example using to confront.
Confront. What do you confront? Confront. Confront. Confront is you. Confront. You have to confront your idea with another person in order to know whether they are right or not.
Okay. Yeah. Usually you might use confront with a person. So to confront a person, to start a dialogue with a person. So maybe instead of that, you could say you might want to confront a person about your idea.
Yeah.
Could you repeat it? Could you write it in the public chat?
Sure, I'll write it and I'll say it again as well. So maybe you need to confront another person about your idea.
Okay. You need to confront another person.
Okay, there it is in the chat. So we usually use it with regards to people, to confront a person.
You need to confront another person.
A conversation.
Okay.
But sometimes we can use this word about things within us, like you need to confront your fears or to recognize that they exist. Okay, and try to fix them.
Need to confront them. Okay.
Okay, let's go next to contemplate. And Andrew, if you would ask someone a question using contemplate.
Después considero que hubo como
To contemplate, it means to think over, right?
Right, to think on something or to meditate about something.
Anything?
Andrew, stay closer to the microphone, please. I can't hear you.
Is it better? Okay. Wait. It's a bit complicated to make up a question.
I can see that you're contemplating how to ask the question, right?
Mm-hmm. Can you help me with it?
Sure, maybe I'll ask you a question.
Okay.
Oh, let me think.
Because nothing comes to my mind.
Maybe, how long did you contemplate that argument with your brother? Did you hear it?
Yeah, I've understood your question, but how long did you contemplate about that argument with your brother? That's the question, yeah?
Mm-hmm. Right.
I have no idea what I have to say.
Well, you could say maybe you didn't think about it, you just started the argument.
Okay.
Okay, so maybe it's hard to come up with questions or answers using contemplate. But just remember it means to meditate or to think about something in a deep way. Okay, we'll stop right there because we're out of time. But again, if you want to continue looking at these examples and practicing making sentence, you can. The link is in the Verbling chat. But thank you all for being here and participating, and I'll see you soon, okay?
You are great, Audrey. I love you.
Thank you.
Okay,
Take care. Bye-bye.
Thank you very
Hasta la
much.
vista.